This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up.
With Kelly Kinkaid.
All right, 12 minutes into the hour, ladies and gentlemen. You know we like to do this segment to help you improve your life, mind, body, and spirit.
Yes.
It's not like Kelly Kinkaid went to med school to do this, but she's a studier and she researches and she's a human being.
And I want to live long.
Exactly. So that's why we came up with the segment First Aid with Kelly Kinkaid. Good morning, Kelly. What do we got going on this morning?
Good morning, Sway. Good morning, citizens. Today I have a special guest, like I told you, because this is the final First Aid for 2015.
Yep.
And I want to end off right, like I always do. And today we have MC Lyte.
MC Lyte?
You know, I was thinking about giving, this
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah, the MC Lyte.
The
MC
iconic...
Lyte on the microphone. Okay.
Original lyrical hyena.
Yes.
The trailblazer.
The entrepreneur.
The actor, the author, the MC, the narrator.
Yeah. Like, I was once I said your name, I knew Sway was just going to keep
the spiritual guru.
Building.
My sister, MC Lyte is on MC Lyte is on the microphone.
Yes. And oh my goodness. Good morning. We wanted to start off in the year right. So I read your book, Unstoppable, and I thought the citizens need to hear more about this book. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
you very much for that warm welcome.
No problem. And, we groove to your music. I love Roughneck because I live that life all the time. We groove to your music all the time, but we hear your voice on the award show. We see you just doing big things. And my first question was, what inspired you to write that book, Unstoppable?
Oh, goodness. Well, good morning to everyone in the room, and let me just apologize for the heaviness of my voice. I'm on the west side, so it's still a bit early, and I haven't used it much this morning.
Okay.
Thank you for the platform, First Aid. I love the concept. And with this particular book, people always ask me, how is it that you've been in it this long? You have such longevity. They call me a legend, whatever. I take the title now, but I used to have an issue with it. And then I thought about it. This book is just made up of some precepts of how I live my life. And in order to live life, you've got to be present. You've got to be in the moment. And a lot of us are carrying such baggage around that it doesn't allow us to take advantage of the opportunities that are standing right in front of us because we're unaware and we're just not present to receive the blessing that's right in front of us. So in that book is just how I live my life. It's very simple. It's an easy read. And usually when people read through it, there's something. There are many things in there that they find that help them.
When did you reach that definitive crossroad where you came into this realization and you became aware and present and realized that, man, I might have missed out on a bunch of opportunities because I wasn't?
Oh, goodness. Probably when I decided to leave, I did music supervision for a few years.
Yeah.
And it was the deciding moment. I said, you know what, I got to get from behind this desk. And I have to continue to grow and expand and become more of the light, use my light to help others. And in that moment, it was almost like God spoke to me and said I wasn't doing enough. And that light wasn't just a name. I had to be it. And so the last 4 or 5 years has been more about using myself as a conduit to bless others and take advantage of those moments. When you communicate, you look eye to eye. When just knowing how to really let someone know that you'd like to communicate and you'd like to be in a cycle of communication. And I know many people are talented and they're looking for that big opportunity. And when they get in front of somebody, it's like, here, take my music. It's like, no, you need to act, because this day and age, people are working with who they want to work with, not because of any other reason.
Yeah, and I was going to say, the holiday season is a really big time. A lot of people are depressed. They're not looking forward to the holidays and family. And the title of your book, Unstoppable, Igniting the Power Within to Achieve Your Greatest Potential. I wanted you to speak about what are some things that people who feel like they don't have any hope? when we come back.
Okay, think about that, Light. And I want to
Yes.
also open up the phone lines. If you want to speak with MC Lyte, it's 888-742-3345. I wouldn't imagine anyone out there tuned in who wouldn't want to speak with MC Lyte.
Absolutely.
I'm going to give you that access right now. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. I am the Light.
5.
All right, 20 minutes into the hour. Kelly Kinkaid, we got a very special guest online with us.
Yes, we have rap legend, entrepreneur, women empowerment, MC Lyte, rap legend. Once again, hey. Today we're talking about motivation for 2016. Lyte wrote this phenomenal book called Unstoppable. Very simple, easy read, igniting the power within to achieve your greatest potential. And a lot of us need those words of wisdom as we end this year. Maybe there's things we regret and we want to, have a clean slate. And we were talking, what are some keys in your book that could really tap into somebody to get ready for 2016?
Well, when you talk about regret, there should be none. So that's the first thing. We have to straighten out those things that we may have done wrong, that we didn't choose the better route, that we didn't say the right thing, that we did the wrong thing. And, things happen. We're all on this journey, and really it's just an enormous amount of experiences that we're having. And the idea is not to get bogged down in them. Mm-hmm. So if you are bothered because you feel as though you've left someone tethered or you need to address something with them, give them a call, write them a note, do whatever you need to do to free yourself up of any guilt, because that's another thing that will leave you unable to be in the present moment. And, really in Unstoppable, the book, it's so funny because when I wrote it, I just was writing, and really I sat it off to the side. It was in my journal, and I sat it off to the side for many years, and I didn't come back to it until maybe about 5 years after I'd written it. I took a look and I was like, wow, I could even use the things that are in this book just to be reminded. Sometimes as a seeker of knowledge and someone who is apt to want to read self-help books, sometimes you have to reread those books because you'll get enlightened and you'll start using what it is that you've learned, but then all of a sudden the ways of the world just slip you back into a space where you're not using them anymore. So that's what I'm hoping Unstoppable will be for people.
Great.
MC Lyte is on the line. We got Dan from Winnipeg on the line. Dan, good morning.
Oh, my God. First off, this is absolute pleasure to be on the show with you, Sway.
Thank you.
And Heather and Tracy and
Kelly.
It's a blessing to finish my year finally actually being able to talk to you guys.
That's what's up, man. Say hello to Kelly Kinkaid. Dan, you're a citizen of Sway in the Morning, man. What's your question for MC Lyte?
Oh, my God. Well, you know what? I called in to ask MC, first off, who inspired her. But, as you were just saying there at the end, to be honest with you, I've been struggling with some issues with my sister, who's 5 years older than me. And real talk, it's been a real struggle this past year. For some reason, she has a lot of hate on me in regards to my past relationship with my ex-wife. And it's really, as you were talking there, it's actually really getting to me because I've actually been having a hard time with the realization of death. Death has always been something that's been a struggle for me to understand. And with the struggle I've been having with my sister, and just those last words you just said, MC, it just really has kind of struck a note for me. And I tried talking to her last week, and
How'd it go when you tried talking to her? How did you approach her?
You know what? I actually approached her with my mom, and she's just not getting it. She's not understanding the struggle that I've gone through. Breaking up with my ex, and we have 2 young kids, and it's been really tough. And Christmas is something where we get together, and I want to be with my family, but I'm having a hard time because it's just a struggle. And
because of this conflict of energy. Lyte, what would you you have any suggestions for Dan? And is there anything in the book that could help him too?
Well, first off, I'd just like to say sorry, Dan, for what it is that you're experiencing right now. I know that can be tough, especially with a sibling that you've grown up in a household with. But what I would say is to commend you for even approaching her to communicate. The unfortunate thing is you can't force anyone to be ready for you when you are ready. So the only thing you can do is pray that at some point she'll be open enough to receive what it is that you're trying to give her. But let me ask you this: what are you expecting from her?
I'm not expecting like a full realization in her being like, you know what, Dan, high five, you know, we're all good. But what I'm expecting is just for her to understand the struggle that I've gone through, you know, and she's struggling because she's been a single mom with her past relationships, and you know what, she takes it more to heart because of, you know, sympathizing for my ex, but she's never, not once, it's been 5 years, and not once has she ever come to me and said, Dan, what are you going through?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you want understanding.
Sorry, I apologize.
Dan, ultimately you want understanding.
Yes.
You want her to understand you. Okay, well then I would make it a mission of my own to be completely understanding throughout every relationship in my life. So sometimes in order to get what it is that you want, not sometimes, all the time, you have to give what it is that you're expecting. So I would just investigate a little bit the other relationships that you have in your life and where it is that you can be understanding. And I believe soon it'll be returned to you.
Dan, thank you for your call and sharing and being so transparent with us, man. Happy holidays and good luck, okay?
Thank you, guys. I love you so much.
All right.
Honestly love
Thank
you guys
you, Dan.
so much. I listen to you every morning.
Man, we love you too, Dan. Man, we love him, right, Tracy? Yeah. Okay. All right, Tracy. All right.
I love it. Hey, Sway and
yeah.
Heather,
Yes.
God bless you.
Well, thank you. Like Heather's in the. Where's Heather at? She's in the hallway, real quick. Yeah. Tell Heather Lyte.
That's all right. I talk to Heather
and
all
Lyte,
the time.
Lyte,
Yes.
We
Yes,
just.
my sister.
I was on break. We had a message from. He said to say your boo, Rich Nice, who's here too, said what's up. Yeah, the
Lyte almost vomited. I'm joking.
Lyte, besides your book, what's your favorite book as far as going back to reread books? I know I like The Purpose-Driven Life. Do you have a favorite book?
I actually do. It's called The Pathway of Roses. It's by Christian D. Larson. And I tote that thing around. I actually never put it on the bookshelf because I travel with it. It is one of the most powerful books I've ever read. And then I also have The Power of Coincidence by David Rico, which is really good. And I think it's called 10 Simple Ways to Live Your Life. And that one is by David Simon. And you know what? It brings me to a place where I am often reading the same materials over and over again. So that one is called The 10 Commitments, actually, and it's by David Simon.
Okay.
And the foreword is by Deepak Chopra.
Yes.
But just not to lose focus, because I know that you made mention of people depressed for Christmas.
Yeah.
First off, I think Christmas is overrated. You know, people get out there and spend too much money, get into too much debt, and that's not what Christmas was all about in the very beginning, and it's turned into this mockery. But for the most part, I would just say not to keep up with the Joneses. You'll never catch up, and you'll lose a fortune trying to do so. But it's really about finding purpose during the Christmas season. You know, the winter solstice is the time when the sun stays absolutely still, and so should we. And the notion of drinking and being merry and being gluttonous is false. You need to have your vessel as clean and as clear as you possibly can for that winter solstice. So I said find purpose, volunteer, feed the homeless, you know, get external and be grateful about what it is that you do have. Sit in gratitude, because so many people have it so, you know, much worse than we could ever imagine.
Right.
And I would say use the time to look at others and see how it is that you can help them, because really getting external from your own problems allows you to become purposeful in the lives of others, and there is where happiness lies.
Right.
MC Lyte, the book is called Unstoppable, Igniting the Power Within to Achieve Your Greatest Potential, and Lyte has an experience coming up too, right, Kelly?
Yes, for the book, people can go to Amazon.com if you want to buy that, and MC Lyte has a...
And you can also buy it from us, MCLyte.com.
Okay, and you have an upcoming conference in Miami called the Wealth Experience, and it's women only, as well, and it's in Miami, and you can go to thewealthexperience.info.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not women only. I mean, it is a focus on women, but they can bring their husbands and they can bring their men. Yeah, they may not be able to attend all of the sessions, but they can certainly be there to support their wives through this transformation.
Great.
And so we've got speakers, we've got our celebrity advisor board, our ambassadors. You know, we've got Lettucey, Kelly Price, Faith Evans, Erica Campbell, Nikki Gilbert. We have Salt from Salt and Pepper coming. I'm really excited about what we're going to unveil there. And it's not a thing that we're unveiling, but it's all of these spirits who need to be freed and need to understand the largeness, the expansion that they themselves are in these little bodies.
Right.
MC Lyte, thank you for being on the show this morning. What's your social media? Because we got a lot of folks on the line. Tim in San Diego, Nardo in North Carolina, Philly in Maryland, Richard in Pennsylvania. We got Justice in New York. How can they reach you on social media and ask you questions directly about the book?
Absolutely. At MC Lyte on Twitter, on Instagram, MC Lyte, and also MCLyte.com.
Lyte, thank you for the light this morning.
Thank you.
I thank you. I appreciate you all. Please tell Heather I send my love and wellness to my sister Sway. Thank you for the support and the love. And lady, first aid.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
MC Lyte, we had an icon on the show today, Heather.
I know. I just came in. I was outside paying a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm always doing something.
What the hell?
Love you, Lyte. Thank you. I'm going to call you in a little bit.
All right. Peace, everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly Kinkaid. And if people want to reach you, how can they reach you?
Reach me on Twitter and Instagram, Kelly Kinkaid, KELLYKINKAID. Happy holidays.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.